We're talking about the RSI indicator. RSI stands for Relative Strength Index, and what it does is it tells us if a stock is overbought or oversold. The default settings for RSI are fine. This is it right here at the bottom of my screen. The default settings are set to 70 and 30. So the idea is that when the RSI line is trading above 70, then the stock is overbought and it will show up as red. Or if the RSI is trading below 30, then the stock is oversold and the RSI will show up as blue. It's really important to keep in mind that this is a technical indicator. It does not take into account fundamental factors. What I mean by fundamental factors are any sort of news articles that may affect the stock, such as earnings, bankruptcies, acquisitions, global news. Another thing to note is that the RSI is best used on the larger time frames. So the weekly chart time frame or the daily chart time frame, I really don't use it on any time frame that's smaller than the daily chart time frame. So let's put the indicator to use. I'm on the daily time frame for the stock Amazon, AMZN, and RSI is telling us that this stock is overbought on this day right here. So we're going to match up this line all the way up to our price action, and sure enough, look at what happens. Almost immediately after the RSI tells us that the stock is overbought, we get a larger pullback and correction. And again, if we go back and look at the RSI, the last time it was telling us the stock was overbought, we get the RSI above 70 right here on this day, and sure enough, we get a little bit of a pullback. But then something really interesting happens on the next RSI break of 70. The stock does not pull back, yet the RSI cools off. So what happens here? RSI overbought, stock is gapped up, but it just consolidates here, moves sideways. There's really not a whole lot of pullback. What's going on? This is happening because the stock at this time is moving off of fundamentals, being earnings. Remember, I told you that this is a technical indicator. It does not take into account fundamental factors. Therefore, unfortunately, just like every other indicator, you cannot rely solely on the RSI to give you buy and sell signals. It's best used in conjunction with other confirmations or other indicators. Now, on the flip side, when the RSI is below 30, the stock is oversold and it may be due for a bounce. I'm on the daily chart time frame here for Apple. We see that our RSI on this day is below 30. And look what happens. Sure enough, we get a bounce up. A small bounce to start, but then we get the pullback retest of that same line as a point of support to give us a pattern known as a double bottom, and then we get the larger move back up. Now let's move over to the next point. RSI is telling us that the stock is oversold, trading below 30. That's going to be in this area right here. And sure enough, right after the RSI is oversold, you get a little bit of a rally. Now it's important to keep in mind, Apple is still trading below the 200 EMA and below the 50 EMA at this time. So Apple is still downtrending. It's just that this sell-off was so aggressive and so quick that there was a little bit of a correction that might have needed to happen before Apple could continue lower. That's all that I have on RSI. It's a pretty simple indicator to use and follow. Just keep in mind that you cannot solely rely on the RSI by itself. It's always best to use the RSI in conjunction with resistance points or support points on the chart or other indicators such as the MACD. Hope the videos helped you out and you were able to get some good notes from it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.